6 at 4. I'm Ginger Gaston.
And I'm Lisa Bell. Meteorologist Julie Broughton is standing by, pinpointing it all for us. Julie?
We are definitely talking about a cool start to 2025 already. Feeling that out there today. Here's what it looks like for you right now in Brevard County. We just saw our camera in Daytona Beach. Brevard County, you're seeing lots of blue sky, plenty of sunshine right now sitting at 60 degrees, but it is on the breezy side. Winds are coming in out of the north around 15 miles per hour, so it does feel a little brisk at times. Now we had that cold front clear our area yesterday. Behind that, we started things out pretty chilly. Ocala, you were at 40 this morning. 48 was our low in Orlando, and if you were in Cape Canaveral, you started your day at 49 degrees. We're sitting at 63 right now in Claremont and in Ocala, and Palm Coast right now, you're at 56 degrees. So our 24-hour temperature change on average, we're about 5 to 8 degrees cooler than we were yesterday at this time, and we'll be even a little bit cooler as we head through the overnight hours tonight. And because of that, we do have frost advisories in place for this area in Marion County, generally central and western Marion County. That frost advisory is up tomorrow morning from 3 until 9 o'clock. So we are talking about that chilly weather as we will be tracking 3 cold fronts as we move through the next week. We'll break all of that down for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Julie, thank you. We are learning more about the man the FBI says is responsible for the New Year's Day terror attack in New Orleans.
Yeah, here is a live look at Bourbon Street right now. Investigators just reopened it a few hours ago. 15 people died there, including the suspect. Dozens more were hurt when the driver of that truck intentionally rammed into a crowd in the city's French Quarter. CBS reporter Katie Weiss has the latest.
I love a good history lesson.
Yes.
And that was really cool.
It makes sense, marketing, right? Even back in the day.
Yeah. And, you can't sell all sunshine all the time. You gotta have something for everybody.
Okay. I'll take a lot of sunshine. Julie Broughton standing by. We better have a nice big heavy coat ready too.
Yeah, those winter towns are going to start living up to their names.
Yes.
Right. It definitely is a little on the chilly side, and we'll see that cooler air continuing to settle in as we are tracking 3 cold fronts over the next week, and so we'll definitely feel the effects of that. We had one front go through yesterday, and behind that we are seeing temperatures a little on the cool side today. Overnight tonight, do expect some patchy frost when you wake up, especially in some of our northern counties. Another front comes through tomorrow, and that means this weekend a lot of us will be waking up in the 30s. And then next week we'll see a warming trend on Monday. That warming trend will be short-lived in the 70s, and then another cold blast heads our way as we head through the rest of next week. Now we do have a frost advisory in place for those of you in central and western Marion County. That is from 3 o'clock tomorrow morning until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so don't be surprised if you see a little bit of frost out there when you wake up. Here's what it looks like for us right now in Volusia County as we take a live look outside for you. We're seeing quite a bit of blue sky, 57 degrees right now. And look at the winds coming in out of the northeast at 13 miles per hour. So it definitely feels a little brisk at times, and it certainly will once we get past sunset, which is right around 5:40 today. Now we're looking at 63 right now in the Villages. You're also at 63 in Claremont, heading down toward Winter Haven, 66 degrees. It is 62 in Cocoa Beach, and you are sitting at 57 degrees in Flagler County right now. Now look at the winds coming in out of the north behind the front that went through yesterday. So we have high pressure to our north pulling in all that cooler, drier air. It's really breezy for those of you along the coast. If you're in Micco right now, you are seeing wind gusts up to about 24 miles per hour. So we will keep it breezy in your hour-by-hour forecast. And look at Molly. She's just such a beautiful girl. Aww. Starting out, our pets for the new year, 2025. 59 degrees at 7 o'clock. And we'll be at 55 degrees by 8 o'clock. And we will keep it dry. Head to clickorlando.com/pins to share your pet photos with us. Here's a look at the clouds and rain forecast as we move through the next couple of days. There is the front that cleared our area yesterday. High pressure has been sliding in behind that. High pressure begins to move out over the Atlantic as our next front moves in during the day tomorrow. So by around 3, 4 o'clock, that starts to track through our area. That clears our area by tomorrow night. So then by Saturday, another area of high pressure slides in, keeping us cool and dry for the weekend. Then on Monday, we'll be watching another front, and I do think we could squeeze out a few showers as that one comes through, and that will keep us cool as we move through our week next week. Now, here's your Pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen.
44 for our overnight low in Orlando tonight. Remember, we'll be dealing with some patchy frost for our northern counties. Next 7 days showing we warm to 67 for your high tomorrow. Only 62 for the high on Saturday. Sunday morning, we wake up in Orlando at 40. That means low 30s in some spots north and west of I-4. And then Monday, that front comes through, cooling us down for the rest of next week for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with highs only in the 50s.
All right, Julie, thank you. We've been talking a lot about New Year's resolutions. Many people starting the new year off avoiding alcohol.
Yeah, so coming up, we're taking a look at the local businesses where you can get mocktails during dry January. You're watching News 6 at 4, Getting Results. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Light Orlando, delivering hope together.
Coming up in the morning, a major construction project set to pick back up along the coast.
And how it's hoped the work will protect us from future hurricanes, where drivers will need to look out for lane closures.
Plus your chilly pinpoint forecast every 10 minutes. We'll see you for News 6 mornings, 5 to 7 a.m.
First, we are starting off the new year with some lower temperatures, and they're not going away anytime soon. Dan B sent us this picture on clickorlando.com/pins. He called today a chilly 53-degree start to the second day of 2025 in Merritt Island. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Lisa Bell.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. This is News 6 at 4:30, Getting Results. Meteorologist Julie Broughton is pinpointing everything we need to know. Should Dan prepare for even a cooler night?
Yes, it'll be a few degrees cooler just about everywhere. And for our friends in central and western Marion County, you're now under a frost advisory. That is from 3 until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I think we'll see more frost and maybe even freeze advisories issued as we move through the weekend. Here's what it looks like for us right now here at 4:30. Taking a live look over downtown Orlando. Really pretty sky out there. This is our Light Orlando delivering Hope Together camera, where we are sitting at 66 degrees. Our winds are coming in out of the north, partly cloudy skies. And again, Dan sent that picture starting out 53 degrees this morning in Merritt Island. If you were in Kissimmee, you started out at 50. It was 40 this morning in Ocala, and 49 was the low this morning in Sanford. Now, right now, most of us are hanging out in the 60s, even 50s in some spots in our northern coastal areas. Palm Coast, Daytona Beach, you're both at 57. A little bit warmer as we slide farther to the south into New Smyrna Beach. You're sitting at 59 degrees, and it is 63 degrees in Wildwood. So on average, we're about 5 to 8 degrees cooler than we were yesterday at this time. And that cooling trend will continue for us as we move into our weekend. We'll be tracking 3 fronts over the next week. So a lot going on for us. We'll tell you how cold we will get this weekend coming up for you in just a few minutes.
All right, Julie, thank you.
Okay, we don't have snow in the forecast, but we do have chilly weather going to settle in for us. We are talking about 50s and 60s for our highs this weekend after wake-up temperatures in the 30s. And next week, some of us will wake up in the 20s. We'll break all of it down for you coming up.
You're watching News 6 at 4:30, Getting Results. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by your Central Florida Honda dealers.
I'm News 6 meteorologist Julie Broughton back with you here at 4:43. I hope you are having a great Thursday. Really pretty looking day for us across all of Central Florida. We'll start you out with a live look in Volusia County. This is our Daytona Beach sky cam looking out there toward the ocean. A lot of blue sky as well, but it is a little bit cooler than we typically see this time of year. In fact, Volusia County, you are sitting in the 50s right now. It is 57 degrees under a partly cloudy sky, and our winds right now are coming in out of the northeast at 13 miles per hour. We're seeing gusts in some spots up to around 25 miles per hour, especially in areas like Brevard County, where we have seen, again, some pretty gusty winds. Now, here's how we started out our day. You'll remember a cold front came through yesterday. Behind that, we certainly have seen cooler, drier air settling in. It was 35 this morning in Gainesville. 40 as you started things out in Ocala. Kissimmee, your low today was 50 degrees, and 52 was the morning low in Cocoa Beach. Now, it'll be even a little bit cooler in a lot of spots tonight, including Ocala, where we're expecting you to drop to 35. 38 is the forecast low for those of you up in Palm Coast, and we're looking at 44 in Orlando. But notice these areas of pink and red. That shows us where we're looking at the potential of frost and maybe even a little bit of freeze in some spots. Because of that, we do have a frost advisory advisory in place for central and western Marion County. That goes into effect at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning and stays in place until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So again, we're that frost advisory in place, and I do think we'll see more winter weather advisories, especially in our northern counties as we move through the weekend. Now, right now here at 4:45, we're sitting at 66 degrees in Orlando, Wildwood, Leesburg, and Claremont all sitting at 63. We're in the 50s along our northern coastal areas, and DeLand, you are at 61 degrees right now, but it does feel brisk because of those winds coming in out of the north and even northeast at times. Right now, you're looking pretty good in Micco. Your winds right now only gusting to about 15 miles per hour, and winds are pretty calm in our northern interior spots like the Villages. Here is your hour-by-hour forecast. Take a good look at this guy. This is Joey. He's still wearing his holiday attire. I love his teeth. He's super cute. So 63 degrees at 6 o'clock, 59 degrees at 7 o'clock, and by 8 o'clock, we'll be in the mid-50s. Click Orlando.com/pins to share your pet photos with us. We absolutely love to see them. Satellite and radar imagery from across the southeastern United States. The front that went through yesterday is well off to our south and gone now. High pressure has slid in behind that, but what's ahead? We are looking at our next front coming in tomorrow. That will cool us down for the weekend. In fact, we'll wake up in the low 30s for a lot of spots this weekend, and then by Monday we'll be mild and another front rolling through on Monday. Clouds and rain forecast for you. We are keeping it dry as we head through the evening and overnight hours. There comes that front moving through tomorrow. High pressure slides in behind that for the weekend. You'll notice we'll see a lot of sunshine. Winds coming in out of the north, keeping it dry for our weekend with high pressure as our major weather maker. And then heading into Monday, our next front rolls in, and that brings with it a chance of some showers. Now, here's your Pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by the Flooring Center.
44 for overnight low tonight in Orlando. That means you'll be about 10 degrees cooler up in areas like Ocala. 67 for your high tomorrow. We'll struggle to get out of the 60s in a lot of spots on Saturday, waking up in the 30s and 40s Sunday. Mild on Monday before our next front comes through, bringing us a big cool down for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
All right, Julie, thank you. Hey, don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Exhibit A.
Correct. These days, that saying is truer than ever before.
Yeah, lately, influencers on Instagram or TikTok have been pushing a story about the possibility of snow coming to Florida. Well, that ain't happening. News 6 certified meteorologist David Nazario was on Take 6 today to explain.